So welcome to the British Masters. This is the big one. This is the meeting that everybody talks about through the British grass track scene. Certainly the sidecars talk about it because it is the be-all and end-all meeting for the sidecar lads. And for the solos, it's the gateway to Europe, the British Masters. So there's an awful lot on the line today. We've got a top lineup of sidecars and solos today. First of all, thinking about the solos, James Shanes defends his title today. He's won this title before, of course. He won it in 2019 when this meeting was last run. No meeting, of course, in 2020 due to the COVID restrictions. James will really want to cling on to this title. Sadly, he's out of the World Long Track as it stands at the moment after a poor performance in the World Long Track this year. So he'll want to bounce back with the Masters today. But trying to hold James back is a whole plethora of riders. Zach Weiknecht was the man who stopped him from winning 4 on the bounce in 2018. He beat James at Cheshire. We've also got Paul Hurry, who goes really well at this circuit and has done more laps in the Masters than anyone else that's in the field. Chris Harris is here, of course, after doing the World Long Track. He's been going well on the Speedway. The Masters has always been a bit of a bogey meeting for Chris, so it'll be interesting to see if he can get things together today. He's got the backing of Sean Harvey now, which helps. He's got all the equipment. We've got a few wildcards thrown in as well. Alfie Botel's had a really good season on the Speedway with the Plymouth Gladiators. He's upped his average. He's had a couple of goes on the grass track. Sadly, last minute, Tim Nobes has stepped aside from the Masters, couldn't take up his wildcard position, so Alfie Botel's come in to fill up that wildcard place. He's ridden at GTSA last week and he was in amongst it, racing hard against Edward Kennett, so he is well in amongst the riders that could win it today. I did mention Edward Kennett there as well. He's another one who's been going well and the only man who's beaten James Shanes this year. He beat him at the Battle of Britain earlier in the year, so Edward Kennett's another one of those favourites. Chuck in a whole load of other riders that are here as well. You've got a whole plethora of riders. Mitch Godden's made his return to the solos and he likes a track when it gets a little bit choppy, gets a little bit tight. And one of the things they've done to this circuit today is they've tightened the corners. That could have a real bearing on the solo result today because you're going to need to be able to turn that bike really hard at speed. In the sidecars, you know what the sidecars are like in Britain. Gareth Winterburn's here. He'll be wanting to defend his title that he's held now for 2 years. Didn't get to defend it in 2020. He's as quick as he ever is this year in 2021. Mark Cosser with his new passenger Gareth Williams this year. He'll be wanting to beat Gareth Winterburn. We know the story. It's been going on for the last 10 years. If it's not a Cosser, it's a Winterburn. The two families, they've been at each other for, yeah, 10, 12 years, I guess now. We don't have Rod Winterburn anymore, though. He has retired. So that does leave a space for someone else to come in. We've got a few new riders that are starting to push those top lads. Kieran Hicks and Kieran Ivey come to mind straight away. They beat Mark Cossa at the Boarded Bash earlier in the year in the final. They are absolutely full of confidence. They are a very quick crew. Could this be the year that Kieran Hicks finally breaks through? Thomas and Dylan Newton, another crew I just want to mention as well, because they're another crew that are up and coming, going very well. And then you've got the usuals. Rob Wilson's here with Alan Elliott because Terry Saunders is injured. We've got Paul Whitelam, who I believe would have won more Masters if it wasn't for the Cossas and the Winterbends. So he's going to be there or thereabouts. Colin Blackbourne's here as well. He's a two-time British Masters champion. He knows how to win this title as well. It is going to be a brilliant race meeting and we cannot wait to get started. The weather is glorious. There's plenty of water on the circuit to keep the dust down. We've got Astra, who are one of the best clubs in the country at preparing tracks. They've got all the kit here to make sure that we go the distance today. It's 6 races that these riders have to do to become British Masters champion. Who will it be for 2021? So the first crew that we've caught up with, 2004 British Masters champion Paul Whitelam. Paul, we talked about you in the intro. I said that if it wasn't for people called Cossa and Winterburn, you'd have probably won this title more often.
Yeah, we've been there quite often. So we always have a good meeting.
Yeah, always have a good Masters, and I think you're almost a given for the top 6. But last week, of course, the dust stopped the meeting, but you were going very well last week, so you couldn't have got better preparation, really.
No, the bike is going really good actually. This year we've changed the electrics and engines and carbs, and everything's going spot on. So.
Yeah. And what? So the frame and the engine, what are you running this year? I mean, I know it's not too different to what you've had before.
We've just gone up a bit newer with the engine, gone to an 05, a new ignition RTD on it now, which seems to be working fantastic. So.
Yeah, it looks like it's going very well. And last week went really well, Richard. And obviously your first Masters today. Looking forward to it. How are you feeling on your first Masters?
I'm all right. I've been doing it long enough now to be a big meeting, so. Whatever happens today is what happens, and hopefully it comes good for us.
Yeah, I mean, you're one of those riders who's won a lot of British titles. I mean, it goes without saying that there's calibre there, but obviously first year with Paul, and kind of first year with Paul. It was supposed to be last year as well, but obviously enjoying the season on the whole.
Yeah, love it. I really do love it. It's nice to get on the bike. It's obviously different to other bikes I've ridden. Just get used to a new rider. You can ride, passenger, and do all that. It's just gelling a bit, really. It's just those fine-tuning bits, and it feels like it's coming on now. So
yeah. I mean, it takes a lot, Paul, doesn't it? I mean, you had Alan on for a long time. Has it taken a lot to adapt? Or I mean, it's difficult with Richard here, I know, but has it taken a long time to adapt? You feel like you're there now?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as he got on it, I felt comfortable, so that's a good sign, obviously.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're just getting better and better, I think.
Yeah, excellent. We'll have a good day today. Obviously, we'll, the expectation is you'll be there or thereabouts. So hopefully it all goes to plan.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Cheers.
So next sidecar crew we've met up with, Kieran Hicks and Kieran Ivey. We talked about you in the intro, boys. It's been a funny old season, I suppose, 2021, but Kieran, it's been a good one, hasn't it, for you?
Yeah, it's been very good. Yeah, we haven't managed to get to that many this year, just due to travelling commitments and work commitments and stuff like that. But the ones we have been to, we have had some really good results. One not so good result was the wet one that we went to. We was on the new bike and it wasn't quite set up correct. And obviously approach the last time we rode was absolutely brilliant.
There's 2 bikes here, and obviously it's top of the range gear that you're running now. Up to now, you've been in the Masters before, but for some reason this year, I don't know about you boys if you're feeling it, but it feels a bit more serious this year.
Yeah, it does feel a lot more serious this year. We haven't actually changed anything on the old bike from the 2019 Masters, and I was really happy with how it went. Obviously we got 6th, was a great achievement for us. First Masters final we made. I felt it did go really nice.
Yeah. And Kiz, you've obviously in 2019 it was an up and down Masters. I mean, the result was awesome, but it's what the Masters is like, isn't it? Anything can happen.
Yeah, you've got to expect things like that to happen. I mean, if it weren't us, it would have been someone else having that sort of day, So there's a lot of luck on the day. You need a lot of things to go your way, and everyone's here to win, so it's going to be a good day, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone's on a par. And Kieran, obviously last year, year before, top 6. Is it top 6 you're aiming for today, or would top 6 now be a little bit disappointing with given how you've been going?
I'd like to see how the day goes. I definitely want to make the final, and if we make the final, that's when we go to the next step and try and do one step better. If I got in the final and I had 6th again, I'd be completely happy because I'm in the final again. But I'm aiming for top 3.
Excellent. Well, good luck, boys. Obviously, lots of people supporting you today, and we've also got the GoPro on Kieran's bike today as well. So there'll be some shots later on the video of Kieran, and hopefully lots of people behind you as well.
Lovely job. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Well, we've just watched a bit of practice, and now we're moving to the solo class because there's an awful lot of fast riders out there, one of which looking very fast in practice, Zach Feinknecht. Zach, you've been for practice. What did you think of the circuit?
Yeah, it was good. I've always enjoyed the track here at Astra. It's probably one of the best ones that we have got. So yeah, no, a bit smaller than usual, but yeah, it should be all right.
They tightened the corners up like quite considerably. Actually, I didn't realise until practice went out. It's a lot tighter on the corners, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It's got tighter. So no, normally like the Champion of Champions I rode, that was real fast meeting and that. So yeah, maybe slow it down a little bit, and obviously it's closer then as well.
Yeah. So good season for you. Well, really good season. I mean, it's the Pardubitz World Long Track Challenge was great. Not so good for the first bit of the World Long Track, but decent season all told.
Yeah, it's not really. It is a season, and it isn't really at the minute. It's obviously it's not what everyone wants, and especially with the World Long Track it's on. But I think they had to get it going, and obviously you don't want to lose it. This is where you want to get to. So no, part of it was good. They're always tough meetings, and they're ones that you need to just keep scoring points in. So yeah, it was good.
Yeah, really good meeting by yourself, and obviously very important to get into that World Long Track for next year. British Grasstrack though, I mean, you went to Frittenden, and that's about all you've done this year, I think, on the British Grasstrack, isn't it?
Yeah, Frittenden, yeah, a lot of rain and that, and then I think just as we were pulling out, it did get called off. But no, still a bit of practice and all that, which it goes a long way. But yeah, because I'm not really doing speedway and stuff now, and just got a few other priorities and stuff, and yeah, I'm still keen on the grass track, and hopefully next year we can get a full season in.
Yeah. Well, good luck for today, Zach. Obviously you're one of the favourites, 2018 champion. Let's hope today goes well.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Neil, Joe,
Yes, no, you check this cheese. Come on now. What are they doing now? When I run this up?
So we're now with next door actually, Chris Harris, somebody that we love seeing at the Masters, always have a go at the Masters. Not always been your best meeting, Chris. It's a bit of a bogey meeting for you, but obviously this year looking to put that behind you.
Yeah, I don't think I've finished one since 2004 when I finished 5th. Every time I've been back, we seem to have crashed out. Only good for place this time. Richie normally crashes into my bike and we wipe our bikes out, so he's not here today unfortunately. But yeah, no, hopefully we can have a good one. Get into that final, that's the first goal anyway, and then we'll have everything about it when we get there.
Yeah, I mean you've had a good season really on the grass. You've qualified for the World Long Track outright by being where you were in the World Long Track, all on speedway tracks, which I guess sort of played into your hands a little bit.
Yeah, obviously it helps, but obviously riding the bikes on there, they're not a speedway bike, but yeah, hopefully next year we can get back to a bit more norm and be back on the 1,000 metres. So but yeah, hopefully we can have a good one today though. Yeah,
and speedway gone well this year. I mean, I saw you down at Plymouth on Tuesday for the anniversary meeting. You looked quick. Decent season with Birmingham as well, and yeah, enjoying all the busy times you've been having on the speedway.
Yeah, it's been going all right. Could always want it to be better, but other than that, it's been going pretty good. We're pleased with it. So we say hopefully we can make the playoffs. We're definitely in the playoffs with Peterborough, and then we're still there in touch and distance with Birmingham. So, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and obviously at the moment you've got a lot of Sean's team around you as well. Sean Harvey, one of my TRC mates, obviously helping you out. That's obviously been a big part of being on the long tracks.
Yeah, him coming on board has obviously helped out a lot. I don't think I'd be doing it if it wasn't for his help, because it's expensive to do what it is along the speedway and that. And obviously the boys are trying to learn their way around the solo instead of the sidecars.
Yeah. And you've British grass track's something you don't do an awful lot of. You did an awful lot of it when you were younger. Is it something you sort of relish coming back to?
Yeah, sometimes when the tracks are nice.
Yeah.
I'm getting too old to ride the rough ones, but
Yeah, when you first started, I mean, you rode at sort of Cornwall Solo at 40 Acre and all sorts. I mean,
we was busy, but obviously with the speedway and that, and riding weekends for Birmingham on the speedway, it's hard to do a lot of grass. But we always try to look where we can get some in, and but obviously we need to have a break as well from racing. So it's fun, that happy medium and that balance and everything. But we enjoy it.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, Chris, have a great day. Fingers crossed things go well this time. You definitely deserve it. So, thanks for coming and good luck with today.
Cheers, thank you.
That is not happening, so luckily, Joe Sturgeon's walked by. Joe Sturgeon's walked by. I mean, don't suppose Joe spent 10. I have it happens. Yeah.
Right, so back to the sidecars, and we couldn't really carry on without having a word with the British champion, the British Masters champions, the reigning champions, defending champions, of course, Gareth Winterburn and Liam Brown. So you've been out for practice, Gareth. You've not had a lot of laps this year, probably not as many as some, but looking very fast, so obviously comfortable with things.
We're getting there. I don't know, really. It's just, you can never tell, can you? You just go and do what you do and feel comfortable and see how it goes.
And you do look comfortable. I mean, is there many changes to the bike? I think it's a different bike from last time, isn't it?
Yeah, different bike, just different setup, everything's just changed, and it's just a lot to take in, but we just haven't really had a chance to get out on track, but we'll be alright, I think.
You're right. And obviously Dad not here anymore, he's now properly retired as far as we know, so yeah, I mean, he's sort of left a legacy really, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has, big step to sort of climb and a lot to follow into, but I don't know, I think we'll do alright, we'll just have to keep going, we can only do what we can do.
Yeah, he's going really well. But Liam, not been on the back of Gareth too much this year, but you've definitely been busy doing all sorts, haven't you?
Yeah, I like to keep busy. I think that's the best thing for it, as long as you're bike fit sort of thing. It's a different sort of fitness, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
And enjoyed driving your own outfit?
Yeah, it's good because it's like it's same again, different experience, but it helps you out in both ways because you know what a driver wants as well as what the passenger wants. So it's good.
I mean, you've been around long enough to know a bit about it anyway, Liam, to be honest. So, but I mean, a lot of people weren't too surprised. With how quickly you got to grips with the bars. But you've not done a lot of laps with Gareth, but you've come here, and it must be like going back into an old pair of pyjamas, I suppose, getting on the back of him.
Yeah, I suppose it's just one of them. It's like, well, to be honest, the last few years, I think we've only done like a couple of meetings before the Masters. 2018, that was his first meeting at year.
Yeah.
So I think less is better for us.
I think it is, because you won that one, of course. Won it again last year. Only one driver and passenger have won it 3 times in a row. That's Steve Jewison and Dave Ward. So, Gareth, are you going to be the crew that match that record?
Oh, we're hoping so, yeah. But there's still a lot to do, though. There's a lot of people out there that can actually win. There's a lot of people got a lot faster. Hopefully we'll be able to just pip it online or something somewhere.
Well, good luck today, guys. Obviously, lots of people. You're a very popular crew, and it's great to see you here. So, best of luck and ride safe, ride hard.
Cheers, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right, so we've spoke to the sidecar defending champions. We've now got the solo defending champion, James Shanes, here with us at Swingfield. We were literally just talking about practice just now. There are a few challenges on the circuit that perhaps haven't been in the past, James. They've altered the track, and you were just talking about it.
Yeah, they've made the corners a lot tighter, but they left the straights very long. So there's a few challenges trying to get the bike in and stopped, and trying to find a happy medium of speed and drive. So yeah, it's got its tricks to it, but hopefully we're going to get it sorted soon.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for you to talk about yourself in this way, but we all watching you know that you can turn the bike very, very hard on speedway or grass track. So do you think, from my point of view, I think that the corners tighter might suit you?
Yeah, hopefully it will. It's just whether I can get the bike to pop out the corner how I want it. So we've already changed everything in one go to try and make it work. So we'll wait and see what happens. So
yeah, I mean, I'll just mention quickly, because we might not catch you again this year, about the World Long Track, because obviously things didn't go to plan. You weren't given the place in the challenge, and then the Polish round was what it was. So really disappointing for you, James, really.
Yeah, Marmont went right, and then Poland was just one of them days. I should have gone left, I went right, and vice versa. But it is what it is. I've struggled a lot this year with lots of things going on. So it is one of the things. Hopefully I can get a wild card for next year. If not, I'm just going to go back to enjoy riding again and fall back in love with riding. I mean, the ACU have got a rule that means I couldn't do the challenge. So it sucks, but it is what it is. Hopefully I can try and get into next year.
Yeah, we hope so, because I mean, the 2-time European champion, and if you win today, obviously, that's a 5 times Masters champion as well. It's difficult to not give you a wild card, surely. I mean, we'll have to wait and see, I suppose. It's not for us to decide, is it?
Yeah, like you said, you know, I'd love to be back in the series, but at the minute the series isn't what I first thought it was. So, you know, I'll wait and see what happens next year. Hopefully COVID has disappeared and we'll be back to more of a normal world. So that would make life a lot easier for everyone.
Yeah. So thinking about today, you know, everyone knows your Grasstrack at heart. 5 times it'll be if you win it today. Only one person's done that before.
Yeah, I mean, if I can go out and get the 5th one gone, then that would be amazing. You know, to join Simon Wheat on that trophy is an absolute honour. So yeah, give it a go.
Yeah, let's give it a go. Right, James, great to speak to you. Hopefully, you know, it suits you and what we've just said about is true, and we see you up there later.
Hopefully so. Thank you.
So, last interview has to be with this man, really, and his passenger, Mark Cossa and Gareth Williams. Lots of Masters titles, but it's eluded you for a couple of years, so you must be hungrier than ever.
Yeah, it's been a tough couple of years of Masters because I feel everybody's got a bit quicker. Yeah, we'll see what we can do today.
Yeah, I mean, you sort of, what you're saying there, and you've been beaten a couple of times. The trouble you got, Mark, is that when people beat you, it's like they've won a Masters. They all act as though, you know, it's all over social media. I mean, does that have an impact on yourself?
No. I've spent the year testing. I've not really got any proper meetings under my belt with a full setup. The only one I was last week, and obviously that got stopped early. So, yeah, we're back to what we know. No testing today.
Yeah, I mean, you went with the fuel injection at the beginning of the year, but and a few have done it before. Rob Wilson went to fuel injection. A couple of others have done it in the past. Gary Jackson went that way. Everyone always seems to go back to the flat slides.
I'm just getting too much power. Far too much power. So it's close. I'll get it there.
You're going to persevere?
Yeah. I'll keep playing with it.
Okay, cool. So we'll look out for that. But carbs today for Mark and Gareth. I'll just bring you in, Gareth. Obviously, last week it was a win, but not how you always want it because you got curtailed. But through getting the fastest time of the day, that you got to be pleased with last week.
Yeah, no, really pleased with that.
And you know, the season as a whole, how do you think the season's gone? Really?
Really well. Yeah, pretty good so far.
Yeah. You know, I'm just thinking back to the meetings you did. You had the one at Cornwall where you got beaten, but apart from that, it must be fun to be out in front quite so often as you are.
Yeah, it's a bit cheaper on the washing machine and that. Things don't get as dirty. But yeah, no, it's good being out the front.
Yeah, great stuff. And Mark, obviously Gareth, you almost lent him to Matt to learn his trade, and now he's on the back. You must be delighted.
It does look like that, doesn't it? But yeah, it's unfortunately Carl fell ill, and I've known Gareth for many years, so we live close together. So it was stupid not to.
Yeah. So one of the people that's not in the Masters now, because he's retired, Rod Winterburn, obviously he's been a thorn in your side for God knows how many years. And now Gareth's obviously the lone thorn. Do you think that's, you know, as you and Tom against the one Winterburn, do you think there's a bit of a dynamic there, or are you not really thinking about that?
No, once you get to start line, it's just, you go for it, don't you? So obviously Tom's going to be quick today, but we'll just see who's the quickest.
Yeah. He went well at the qualifier, and he put it down to you setting the bike up.
I won't be doing that today.
That was my next question. Well, guys, have a good day. I mean, lots of people. It's been a while since you've won the Masters. It seems like a long time, but I think the last one you won was it here, wasn't it? So, yeah. So it's a track that you, or a bit of ground that you know really well. So, best of luck, and we'll see how it goes.
Thank you.
And then we got this multi-champion here, Mark Cotter, number 37, with his passenger, Gareth Williams. So next up coming through, we got number 92, 2004 winner of the Masters, Paul Whiteman. And Paul's passenger today is Richard West. And in more Masters than any other rider, number 24, Rob Wilson. Are you going to push all the way round, Rob? I thought you were going to push all the way round. What's the feeling that you're finishing?
Yeah, this is the last one today, and hopefully we can have a good one for the meet day. Very next year, obviously, going to start on the motorbike, which is great, for the table, 680 grand,
Rob Wilson victor as he goes round. Then we got number 76, and a fine weekend for Jimmy Owen. Now, real character now, we got Matthew Maroda with Andy Wilson. So, give them a big round of applause as they go by. Over the years, we've had some tremendous riders come out of Cornwall. And here's one of them, here's the latest protocol, number 78. Darren Hicks, Darren Foster. And next up, we've got a rider who retired for a few years. It's going to sit up. Next up, pushing up to the presentation there, is number 22, Will Penfold, with Ricky Hay in the chair. It's all be quiet, just cheer the riders, everybody. Give them a cheer, everybody. Next up, we've got Anthony Sale, the driver, with passenger Stephen Russell, experienced passenger there. And next to come will be number 25, twice Masters champion Colin Blackburn, and award-winning passenger there, Paul Hughes. So that's the next two coming through. Then we've got number 16, the top South-Western Centre rider, Simon Heel, is next one. His passenger is Tom Smith. So the man from the Southwest, you're going to push all the way around as well. And then we got number 33 from the East Midlands. And that is Tom Marvel with Lewis Davis. Now the man of the moment, choice winners, Al Pemberton and Liam Brown. Double champion, Gals, they'll be coming round for your applause any second now. And of course, championship winner Liam Brown as well. Tom Marble gets the bike going, so number 33, get him up here. And of course, heading for hat trick today, the Jazz Winterburn and Liam Brown. Next up is back on the sidecars again. We've seen him on solos and sidecars over the years. It's Trevor Heath with Sam Heath at number 191. And last but not least, it's Welshford. Yes, it's number 12, Neil Owen. And Neil Owen's passenger is Jason Farwell. And we're going to chat with Neil, real character from West Wales. So, and fantastic what you're doing today in the memory of your son.
It's been a hard one, but yeah, it's good that he's being recognised. I don't know what else to say, other than thank you to Grasstrack, especially Brian.
Fantastic, have a good day.
Thank you.
Sure, Tony will be real pleased with what's going on here.
He'll be laughing his head off.
He'll be laughing his head off, will he? Thank you very much.
Like we're ready to go. Riders are on the line. Solo riders are on the line. Look at the line out. Martin Sturgeon, Luke Harris, Chris Harris, Liam Ashcroft and James Shane. So is that James Shane off the inside? It is indeed it's James Shane who's got way in front and tucked in behind. Looks like it's so James Shane, Chris Harris, Edward Kennett, and then Daniel Winterton. They're spread out a little bit now, but a lot of first chance they have. Harris has come through to take the lead from James Shane. So Chris is James Shane, Edward Kennett, and there's a battle for the next place. 11 and 12, that's suitable. Paul Cooper and Daniel Winterton side by side as they cross the line. So the results for your programme of race 1. A win for number 37, Chris Harris. In second place, number 93, James Shane. In third place, number 6, Edward Kennett. In fourth place, number 11, Paul Cooper. In fifth place, number 12, Daniel Winterton. In sixth place, number 26, Luke Harris. In seventh place, number 15, Martin Sturgeon. And in eighth place, number 83, Liam Ashcroft. And the winner's time was 1 minute 17.12 seconds. So the numbers again, if you'd like them: 87, 93, 6, 11, 12, 26, 50, and 83. So we have a change in race 2 because Alfie Votel has come in riding number 202, taking the place of Alfie Votel. Stuart Mears, James Peters, Charlie Powell, and Zach. That looks like Zach in front with Charlie Powell tucked in behind him, and what a start. And in third place was Alfie Botel as they went past us. So the good man coming in, the right now. So 109 it is, Zach Witchkoff. And behind him 52 Charlie Powell. Then number 202 and Alfie Bow and number 20 have a red flag for a fallen rider on the last bend to our left. Obviously the race stopped in the interest of safety. The riders coming out for race 3. This is race 3. The rerun, as I just said, will be following this one, the rerun of race 2. So, Mitchell Godden, Tony Atkins, Dave Mears, Adam Filmer, Brad Wirchfeld, Jake Mulford, Paul Hurry, and Thomas Rowland. Off we go, and there is a tumble. So I think the riders got the bike off the start and we're underway. So Chad Hirschfeld leading. Looks to me like Tony Atkin in that second place. And challenging at the moment. And another fall. We have a red flag on the top of the So we have notice of the next speedway on the 19th of September, 12 noon start, Sittingbourne and Highway, 50 plus 1 year anniversary meeting, entry £5, which is going to be used as a donation by looks of things. So that's Sittingbourne and Highway next Sunday, speedway 19th of September on the 12th of noon. Dave Stallworthy in with us, and I'm always reminded when I see him of the great value of his 2 volumes of the story of British Grasstrack, and I have to say I've been digging into those in the last few days. A wonderful record. I don't know how on earth he did all that research, but very enjoyable. So this is race 2 on your programme. Back in front, Charlie Powell is in second place, and who is challenging for that second place? It's 202, it's Alfie Botel. So, a young man with very limited grass track experience is not letting it show. He's going up on that second spot. Charlie Powell going out and he has established quite a lead now. So the former European champion, Masters champion, is leading this one. Charlie Powell still just about hanging on to that second spot, but it's all happening out there. the last lap they go with that Watkins leading, Charlie Powell in second, followed by number 41 Stuart Hayes, and number 14 Robert McDonald. So, setting himself back up, getting lapped, along the people after the finish, making points here towards qualifying for the semi-final. So, looking across to the far side, right neck is right out in front. Coming for this one. And it does beg a question as whether the former Masters champion is keen to take this one. As across the line, a little way back goes Aaron Butcher. The results then of the rerun of race 2. And the winner, number 109, Zach Wachnek. In second place, number 92, Charlie Powell. In third place, number 202, Alfie Botel. In fourth place, number 41, Stuart Mears. In fifth place, number 14, Rodney McDonald. In sixth place, number 20, Aaron Butcher. And in seventh place, number 45, James Peters, who remounted after that fall. The winning time, 1 minute 18.07. So, we're waiting now for the rerun of race 3, and after that I'll hand you over to the expert on our sidecars, in fact expert on things Grasstrack in general, Jim Head.
Well, I'm beginning to wonder where you might have got that from, Tony, but expert's not normally a word that is associated with me. But I must admit, a bit slightly worrying start to the solo competition, that we've had to have 2 reruns. But great to see that Zach is going well. I wonder if he's going to nick it this year.
We have a red flag. And it was Chad Svochenel who led them across the line, but of course we now have to go for another start. Then with yet another attempt to run race. So, the local sideways star, who also, as was a solo star, was Mitch Gordon, who led. He's dropped back just a little bit now because Charles Birchfeld come through, and Charles is on his way now. But Mitch is still in that third place. Coming out to number 10 in second place, and these three have now spread out quite a long. Only 5 riders in this race, of course, because of course we lost Paul Hurry, Jake Mulford and Tony Rowlett. So it looks pretty well settled, I'd say, this one, but we have more laps to go. Beautiful start, and off that top end. Ted Aiken in second, and Mitch Gordon powering on. It's amazing Mitch can come back. He was, of course, the world champion a few years ago before he won the sidecar, and it looks like he's after that second place. So the leaders goes by, no change there. Now, can Mitch do anything about that? Not quite. Tony Aiken second, Mitch Gordon third. In fourth place, number 24, Adam Filmer, and behind him, number 19, Dave Mears. The official results for your programme. In first place, number 69, Chad Birchfeld. In second place, number 10, Tony Atkin. In third place, number 9, Mitchell Godden. In 4th place, number 24, Adam Filmer. And in 5th place, number 19, Dave Mears. And the winner's time, 1 minute 19.66. So just to run through those numbers again for your programme, 69, 10, 9, 24 and 19. And now I'm going to pass you across to Jim. And as we've only got enough seats for 3 people in here, Jim won't promise he won't sit on my knee, so I'll move over and he can have the seat.
Thanks, Tony, and of course we now look to the sidecar class and to find out who is going to be 2021 British Masters Sidecar Champions. And the first race we've got on that start line, a change in your programme, no Joe Mogg and Jake Cutler. Their place taken by number 33, and that is Tom Marvel. So as we get underway, we can see that Colin Blackbourne has made a much better start than anybody else. Rob Wilson is the one who's going to try and get round the outside. But at the moment, Colin Blackbourne setting the pace. He looks a very things start to close up on this pit bend. Past us for the second time. Colin's still leading. Rob Wilson there in second. He's sitting in 3rd place at the moment, but Colin Blackbourne setting the pace. Rob Wilson, of course, a change of passenger this afternoon for Rob Wilson. Well, when I look back at that solo competition for the start of the meeting, obviously we had 2 reruns there. Not a rerun with the sidecars, but great disappointment to those supporters of Rob Wilson, because of course the rules state you've got to go across the finishing line with driver, passenger. And as you all saw, he went across the line by himself, so he won't feature in the results. After a terrific last lap, it means the official result reads as a win for outfit number 10, Clint Blundell and Jordan Smith. In second place, 2 of them, 7-7-8, Anthony Sales and Stephen Russell. In 4th place, the reserves coming in, that's Tom Marvel and Lewis Davis. And in 4th place, number 22, that's Will Penfold and Ricky Pay. The winning time was 141.03, 141.03, and I'm sure I don't need to remind you that all through the qualifying races, they're scoring points to get a position in the semi-final. We had points in the semi-final, the points they've earned in their 4 qualifying rides, and then we find out who goes in the big final at the end of the day, where it is a scratch race. First over the line becomes the British Masters champion. Right, I've just had word from the clerk of the course, and I'm sorry, I'm going to mess your programmes up for those of you that actually keep your programmes 100%. I will try and explain it the way it's been explained to me, and I hope it makes sense. That the result for race 4 in your programme is a win for outfit number 24. The result is taken on the 3 laps completed because the passenger was taken out by the other outfit. So don't shoot the messenger. I'm just giving you the official result as it's been given to me. It means therefore in first place you have number 24. In second place now number 10. In third place 778. Fourth place 33. And fifth place number 22. So I hope that all makes sense. I kind of get what they're saying, but there we go. That's the official result. A win for outfit number 24. Save and a quick change I've got to make is I've just learned from the pits that Thomas Newton and Dylan Newton have blown an engine during practice. So during this heat 2, their place will be taken by Simon Beanie and Nicky Owen. So you're looking for rider number 76 taking the place of 69. So it does mean that we've got 6 outfits on the line. The tapes go up and we get underway. Who's made the best of it? As they come down past me for the first time, it's Paul Whiteland that's made the break. 3 outfits together, but I can see Neil Owen has found his way through into that second spot. So it is Neil Owen that's doing the chasing, but Paul Whiteland has got away down that back straight. And Trevor Heath has now come through into that second spot as Neil went very, very wide. But Paul Whiteland setting the pace. As Trevor Heath and Sam Heath have still got that second, but they're really under pressure from Neil Owen and Jason Farwell. Into that second place once again. Around past me for the second time, and Paul Whiteland with Richard Webb in the chair this afternoon. Pursued by Neil Owen on that V-twin gun. As he comes round, this is going to be a good start for the afternoon for Paul Whiteland and Richard Webb. As Neil Owen has certainly established himself in that second place, but he's not closing on that early lead. And he takes the checkered flag, and that's a win first time out for Paul Whiteland and Richard Webb. Neil Owen and Jason Farwell finishing second. Trevor Heath and Sam Heath getting that valuable third spot. So your official result for leg 1, heat 2 of the sidecars, race 5 in your programme, a win first time out for outfit number 92, Paul Whiteland and Richard Webb. In second place to them, number 12, Neil Owen and Jason Farwell. In third place, number 191, Trevor Heath and Sam Heath. In fourth place, number 78, Kieran Hicks and Kieran Ivey. And in fifth place, number 13, Joe Sturridge and Sean Hoskins. Sixth place finisher there was our reserves coming in, Simon Beanie and Nicky Owen. The winning time was 138.28. 138.28. And already if I look up at the sidecar start line, I can see we've got outfits coming out for the start of heat 3 of the first leg rides. This will complete the first leg rides for all competitors. And we see for the first time this afternoon, Matt Trumbo and Andy Wilson, Simon Hill and Tom Smith, Tom Cosser and Wayne Rickards, Mark Cosser and Gareth Williams, Gareth Winterburn and Liam Brown, Ian Lee Amos and Paul Phillips. So I remind you quickly that number 29, Tom Cosser and Wayne Rickards, they won the Masters qualifier to get themselves into the race meeting this afternoon. Gareth Winterburn is the defending champion from 2018. Matt Trumbo getting all sorts of problems on the hook up this first straight as Gareth Winterburn said, I want that line going into that first. Gets himself to the front as he comes round off that pit bend for the first time. Gareth Winterburn going wide, coming out of that top bend. It means that Matt Trumbo is gained ground on him in that second place. We could see a change in that second spot, but while all those battles are going on a bit further down the field, he looks to be very much in control as he's got a lovely line coming round off that pit bend. And Gareth Winterburn with no answer to him at the moment. Matt Trumbo and Andy Wilson still there in that third spot. There's a good battle going on for fourth and fifth, but the time he puts up as he goes into the last lap for the first time this afternoon. Gareth Winterburn looking down at machinery, wonders how he can get it to go a little bit quicker. Matt Trumbo still holding that third. For the last time into the checkered flag. Pleased with that one. Gareth Winterburn takes second. Matt Trumbo in third. Well, as I give you the official result of race 6, a very interesting time, a very, very quick time set up by outfit number 37, Mark Crosser and Gareth Williams. In second spot, number 49, Gareth Winterburn and Liam Brown. In third place, number 15, Matt Trumbo and Andy Wilson. In fourth place, number 29, that's Tom Crosser and Wayne Rickards. In fifth place, number 16, Simon Hill and Tom Smith, and sixth place finisher there, number 183, Ian Lee Amos and Paul Phillips. The winning time, 1:36.0, 1:36 exactly. A very, very quick time for number 37, Mark Crosser and Gareth Williams. Well, we've completed now the first leg rides for both solo and sidecar. Our lap scorers, as always, do a superb job and keep us up to date with all the points that have been scored. And we turn our attention back now, Tony, to the solo competition.
Thank you, Jim. And looking at race 7, we've got two previous winners in here. We've got Chris Harris and Zach Muchnick. So, well, interesting situation there. One of them is going to have to give way in the point scoring and qualifying as we move through the series of races. So as Jim said, the heat points and the semi-final points determine who actually goes into the final. The final is just a straight race. So Mitch Gordon, Tony Aitken, Paul Cooper, Gareth Hickmont, Chris Harris, Charlie Powell, Zach Muchnick and Thomas Rowland and So another clean start. It looks like Zach challenging Charlie Powell and Zach battling for the lead. And it's Zach who's got in front, Charlie Powell in second place. And here comes Chris Harris looking to make up ground in that third spot at the moment. And he's going after second place. And he's so, Zach Muchnick leads. And Chris Harris in a splendid second place. Charlie Powell in third. And as we look across this, head out a little bit again. Zach Muchnick wins. Chris Harris in second place. Number 2, Charlie Powell, right behind him. And, well, already right on the first lap. So victory then, once again, a second victory for Zach Muchnick. And Chris Harris is coming under a lot of pressure, but he's got through to second place. Well, Charlie Powell then in third. That's the way it looked to me, but we'll have full official results in a moment or two. The official results for your program then: in first place, number 109, Zach Wojciech. In second place, number 37, Chris Harris. In third place, number 92, Charlie Powell. In fourth place, number 10, Tony Aitken. In fifth place, number 9, Mitchell Godden. In sixth place, number 17, Gareth Hickmott. And in seventh place, number 11, Paul Cooper. And the winner's time, 1 minute 16.78. Let's just run through those numbers for you. 109, 37, 92, 10, 9, 17 and 11. Excel goes in the next race, and they are on the oh, but they come towards us. Edward Kennett working his way, and he gets through to the front, and that is fantastic. Edward Kennett, who had a third place first time out, looking for a win here. Chas Rothfeld behind him in third place. He went past us, number 72, Jake Mulford. And quite a battle going on from third, fourth and fifth place. Edward Kennett, but Jake is on ready. So Edward Kennett, oh, what was that about? Got a gesture from Chas as he went over the finish line. I don't know what that was about, but here we go. And Edward Kennett dominating Chas Rothfeld next to that second place. In third place, number 72, Jake Mulford, and then number 15 and number 20. So Martin Feldin, and behind him Aaron Butcher. And then number 83, Leon Ashcroft. So the results are for race 8 then, quickly. In first place, number 6, Edward Kennett. In second place, number 72, Jake Mulford. In third place, number 15, Martin Scourgin. In fourth place, number 14, Roddy McDonald. And in fifth place, number 83. Number 69 was excluded for course cutting. The winner's time, 1 minute 20.93. So those are the results and the clerk of the course's decision. The numbers again for race 8, they are 6, 72, 15, 14 and 83. Number 6, Edward Kennett, and in the racing I think that's James Shane, who maybe tumbled on the far edge. So, coming through is Alfie Botel, the man we weren't expecting to see, who's in fact, and James is back in action. Well then, so it's Alf Botel. Daniel Winterton tucked in behind him, and then number 19, it's David Mears, local man who's showing that he's really enjoying racing here. Not one place is about to get 2 places back, I think. He's really looking for points here. So Alfie Motel goes on into the last lap, leading from Daniel Winterton. David Mears in behind him, and then number 41, Stuart Mears. So, well, how many places can Chris Harris make up? He's going to have another run. Chris Harris is really going for the points. He wants to be in that semi-final. No victory for Alfie Motel. And James Shane came in through. That looked like 4th place to me. Well, what a performance. Race 9 then, in first place number 202, and this is the newcomer we weren't expecting, but Alfie Motel, a great win. In second place, the man from Cheshire, Daniel Winterton, number 12. In third place, number 19, David Mears. In fourth place, number 93, James Shanes, what a fight back. In fifth place, number 41, Stuart Mears. In sixth place, number 26, Luke Harris. And in seventh place, number 45, James Peters. And in eighth place, number 7. Winner's time, 1 minute 22.8. Just a correction to the results of race 8. In fourth place, it was number 20, Aaron Butcher. So the numbers should read 6, 72, 15, 20, and 83.
Oh, we just realised that Robbie's gone out there with a borrowed pair of pedalers from Scotland. And for those of you that follow the sport closely, you will probably know that Robbie Simmons is from a family that have been very involved in Grasstrack racing over the years. And he, in fact, turned his hand to driving, and last weekend qualified for the final at GTSA as a driver. Very much like his father. And I'm sure that'll please Rob after getting a win first time out. He's got a very competent passenger by the look of it. And that means now that he has done the official qualification. So we'll see them. Just checking my programme, we'll see them out in race 11. So just quickly looking at the riders coming out for race 10, and I think the point situation could get very interesting as we go through the second and third leg rides, because if you look at race 10, Clint Blondell, Neil Owen and Gareth Winterburn all had seconds in their first rides. So those three will all be thinking that this second ride is one where they want to get maximum points. And if you've looked at how the point scoring is done in the score chart at the back of the programme, you'll know that there is a 2-point advantage of getting a win. So there is encouragement during the heats for people to actually go for the win, because it's 7 points for a win, 5 for a second, 4, 3, 2, 1. And in races like this, it makes it very interesting, because we've got 3 very capable riders that have all been out on the track, and I'm not ignoring the rest of the outfits that are in this particular race, but I think the battle is going to be between those 3. Well, the tapes go up and we get underway. Who's made the best of those starts? We look on the inside, and it's Neil Owen that's made the best of it. Gareth Winterburn has gone after him in that first turn. He's the rider on the inside. I said it was a big wherever you can to stay in contention. Drives in hard going into this pit, then turns it almost sideways to make sure he gets down. It's got problems by the look of it as he slips down through the field and other outfits go by him. Battle, I think, is going to be between first and second, and was that a hesitation of motor power there for Neil Owen? He closed going into that big bend, and now he's right on the back wheel of Neil Owen going around this top turn. Again, he's problems going into that pit bend. And as he comes into the last lap bang, you see the two of them out together. They're going to do the hard work. I'm really not sure what the problem is going into this pit bend for me alone. Well, I said it would be a battle between those that had seconds first time out, but the early leader Neil Owen gets second, and Tom Marvel finishes in third. So race 10 in your programme, and a very interesting one it turned out to be. A win for outfit number 49. The crew that last took the British Masters title, they are the defending champions. They get maximum points in race 10, number 49. In second place, number 12, Neil Owen and Jason Farwell. In third place, number 33. That's the replacement for Joe Mogg. That's the outfit of Tom Marvel and Lewis Davis. In fourth place, number 25, Colin Blackburn. In fifth place, number 183, and in sixth place, number 10. The winning time was 138.05, 138.65 I should say, can't even read my own writing, 138.65. So you should have had for race 10, 49, 12, 33, 25, 183, 10, 138.65. As we now turn our attention to race 11, and of course when we look at his first heat results, we know that Rob Wilson was credited with a first. Mark Costa had a very impressive first time ride, and not ignoring number 92, Paul Whitelam, he had a win as well. So all three of the first leg ride winners all go in this one. We get underway. Paul Whitelam's made a good start on the inside. This Paul Whitelam has got to the front as they go past me for the first time. Mark Costa is the rider in second and Rob Wilson in third. Mark Costa is Paul Whitelam has gone in very, very quickly. Mark Costa tries to steer it round on that perfect line on the bottom turn. Rob Wilson also not out of reaction. He's sitting in third place at the moment. He can probably see what's going on in front of him. The Paul Whitelam is trying to have go back at Mark Costa. The left back was going on. And they come round past me for the second time. Mark Costa looking very comfortable. Is he going to go for yet another British Masters win? Passengers now by Robbie Simmons, and Rob Wilson gets through on the inside. Rob Wilson moves up into second. I don't think he's got enough time to try and close the gap, but Paul Whitelam is in the back of it. Because Mark Costa has spread away as he comes down this full end. Mark Costa and Gareth Williams. Rob Wilson and Robbie Simmons finish in second. Paul Whitelam and Richard Webb, who had that terrific start, end up in third. So an interesting race 11. All three of those outfits having wins first time out. It meant a second win for number 37, Mark Costa and Gareth Williams. In second place, number 24, Rob Wilson, now passengered by Robbie Simmons. In third place, number 92, Paul Whitelam and Richard Webb. Fourth place, number 778, Anthony Sells and Stephen Russell. In fifth place, number 13, Joe Sterrett and Sean Hoskins. In 6th place, number 76. And of course, it's our reserves coming in, Simon Beanie and Mickey Owen. 1:36.87 the winning time, 1:36.87. You should have had 37.24, 92, 778, 13, 76, 1:36.87. So just one more race to go for the second leg rides. This is the last of the second leg rides for the sidecars. Race 12 in your programme. And I think Tom Coster would have probably been disappointed with his first leg ride. So he'll be hoping to make better points this time. Kieran Hicks and Kieran Ivey, also a disappointing ride first time out. They'll want to make better of it. Not forgetting number 15, Matt from Roller, who had a 3rd place first time out. So away they go. Who's made the best of it from the start? I can see in the middle of the track. Look, it is Kieran Hicks and Kieran Ivey who's getting first in the track, and they've also Tom Coster it is has moved into that second spot with all that was going on in that second and third spot in the top end. But Kieran Hicks has gone very, very wide, and Tom Coster has closed right up on him. Tom has decided to go for a wide line going down that top end. He's cut back underneath. Will he try and keep it tight? Will he know that Kieran will try and come back at him coming out of that bend? This is a much, much better ride from Tom Coster and Wayne Rickards. Trying to follow him round on that very quick line coming out of that pit bend. Matt from Roller has moved up to that 3rd spot, winning the battle with the rest of the crews in this one. For this one, maximum points from this one. Much better ride from Kieran Ivey and Kieran Hicks as they take 2nd spot. Matt from Roller getting points in 3rd. So, race 12, and the official result reads as a win for outfit number 29, their first win of the afternoon, Tom Coster and Wayne Rickards. In 2nd place, two of them, number 78, Kieran Hicks and Kieran Ivey. In 3rd place, number 15, Matt from Roller and Andy Wilson. In 4th place, number 191, Trevor Heath and Sam Heath. 5th place, number 16, Simon Hill and Tom Smith. And 6th place, number 22, Will Penfold and Ricky Pay. 1:37.62 is the winning time, 1:37.62. You should have had 29, 78, 15, 191, 16, 22, 1:37.62. So it's Zach out in front. And Edward Kenneth then.
second place. Chad in third. So the guys are trying to make up the ground. Edward Kennett on 15 points. Zach on 14. Looking for another maximum here. Looking comfortably in control here. Edward Kennett folds across the line. Then number 69, Chad Burton. And number 72, Jake Mulford. And back a little way, we have one of the let's go out, bottom line, get the track. Another accident. Second place number 69, and Edward Kennedy has disappeared. That was on. Edward, what happened to you and where are you? Results then for race 13 for your programs. In first place, number 109, Zach Wojcik. In second place, number 69, Chad Bertzfeld. Oh, we're getting very German here, aren't we? In third place, number 72, Jake Mulford. In fourth place, number 202, Alfie Botel. In fifth place, number 41, Stuart Mears. In sixth place, number 7. And number 7 on your program is the reserve coming in, and that's Nigel Coates. And behind him, in seventh place, number 5. So let me just run through. So the reserves coming into play now with 1 or 2 riders falling out. Let's run through those numbers again for you. They are 109, 69, 72, 202, 41, 7 and 5 and a time of 1 minute 19.16. Could it be moved, please, because somebody desperately needs to get out. Mitch has made a terrific start here now. We're looking for Chris Harris, and it's Chris Harris who's come through. But Mitch is battling for that second spot with Paul Coop. There's 2 very, very experienced people. To move through into that important final round of decision on the British champion. So, Mitch Gordon still there in second place. And dropping back a little bit, Gareth Hickmark. Where's Paul Coop gone? We have a red flag, we have 2 riders stopped on the road to our left. So Paul Cooper went down and then could not miss the action, unfortunately. So both of them ended up on the floor. So a little bit of a delay whilst the riders who were perhaps not quite ready yet to come rushing out are now going out for race 15. Tony Atkin, Daniel Winston, Rodney McDonald, Martin Sturgeon, Aaron Butcher, Luke Harris, Charlie Powell and James Shanes. Now James is on 12 and Charlie Powell's on 13. So those 2 desperately need to stay in touch with one another and increase their points total. Remember, the rerun of race 14 to follow. So we're looking to see, is it going to be James Shanes? It's going to be Charlie Powell. In fact, it's James Shanes and Charlie Powell right on his heels as they passed us. And that looked like Rodney McDonald in that mix, but quite a gaggle of riders for that battling for that 3rd and 4th places. So, Aaron Butcher, James Shanes, and for that 12 points. Look for a little bit of a moment there, James. Don't do that, it's frightening. I'm tucked in behind. Charlie Powell is still there. Daniel Winter comes through to 3rd, and in 4th place now is Rodney McDonald. So Daniel Winter, look at that battle for 3rd, 4th and 5th place. It's all happening on that side of the far side. So here comes James Shanes, the man from Bristol, rides his speedway to Birmingham. had the best of luck in the long track this year, but it was a truncated series. So, Charlie Powell still in that second spot, Daniel Winterton still in third. No change there in the first three. Mixed again for Grasstrack. Charlie Powell makes it in second spot, and Daniel Winterton in third. Who's going to get fourth? Oh, as they cross the line, it's number 15, Martin Sturgeon, just in front, I think, of Tony Aitken. That's all very unofficial. We'll have the official results in a moment. The official results then of race 15. Remember, this is race 15 we've just seen on your programme. In first place, number 93, James Shane. In second place, number 92, Charlie Powell. In third place, number 12, Daniel Winterton. In fourth place, number 15, Martin Sturgeon. In fifth place, number 10, Tony Aitken. In sixth place, number 14, Rodney McDonald. In seventh place, number 20, Aaron Butcher. And in eighth place, number 26, Luke Harris. So just to give you those numbers again for your programme, they are 93, 92, 12, 15, 10, 14, 20 and 26, and the winner's time was 1 minute 21.63. So the riders are coming out for the rerun of race 14. Stopped in the interest of safety with those two riders tangled. Well, we're looking actually across, we think, that here we go, race 14 rerun. Well, Chris Harris is going again. Dick John continues his great start. He's in second place and hanging on in there, Mitch. Tucked in behind, number 24 it is, Adam Filmer. Oh, and look at that! Chris Harris is down. Get back up to the point. Remember earlier on how he came through the field. So, Mitch John going for a famous local victory here. Gareth Hickmott in second, so the Kent riders going well. And, well, we have to ask ourselves what can Chris Harris do from that we have, as I said, 16 points anyway, so let's have a think then. Solo Man started as a solo man with 500 sidecar racing, equally successful. Second place, still number 17, Gareth Hickmott. And so, a famous local victory then for Mitch John. The long track in the Czech Republic. Very well on that side of the track. So, victory then, and a nice movie from Mitch John. Second, number 17, Gareth Hickmott. Third, number 19, David Mears, and that looks like number 24, Adam Filmer. We'll have the official results in a moment. The official result then of the rerun of race 14. In first place, number 9, Mitchell Gobb. In second place, number 17, Gareth Hickmott. In third place, number 19, Dave Mears. In fourth place, number 24, Adam Filmer. In fifth place, number 37, Chris Harris. In sixth place, number 83, Liam Ashcroft. In seventh place, number 45, James Peters. And the winner's time, 1 minute 23.59. Let me run through those numbers again. 9, 17, 19, 24, 37, 83 and 45. So that completes the third leg of the solos, and I'll pass you across to Jim, who's going to take you to the third leg for the sidecars.
Well, thanks Tony, and indeed as we move to the third leg of the sidecars, let's quickly give you those points scored so far from 2 legs. Because top of the pile, number 37, Mark Cosser on 14 points. Number 49, that of course is Gareth Winterburn, the defending champions. That's 12 points. Rob Wilson has 12 points. Paul Whitelam has 11. So more interestingly, perhaps look and see who's going in race 16. We do see Mark Crosser and Gareth Williams again. So they're already on that start line. Towards the crowd, I would say, they've got what is possibly gate 5. As the tapes go, and who's made the best of it? Well, Mark Crosser has got away this time, but he's once again up against Neil Owen, who's got that inside line, and Neil Owen gets himself into second place going into that first turn. Keeps the power on, now starts to drive as he comes out of that bottom turn. Neil Owen I must admit, after that frightening turn he made last time into that bottom turn, those look to have things a little bit better sorted now. Much better drive yet. He lost the back wheel a little bit there was a bit of back wheel spin. So he's got the drive back on. Jason takes a sneaky look over his shoulder, knows he's got nobody too close. But Mark Costa looking up over If you watch the dust trail, you can see that Mark Costa keeps the drive on through the whole of the bend. Whereas the slightly different power that Neil Owen has got, picking his way around the bend, you can see that he gets that fight of the drive coming into the middle of the bend, and then powers up the straight. So that's a good second place. Simon Hill getting good points in third. The official result reading in race 15 of, well, it would help if I put it in the right race, wouldn't it? Race 16 is 37, in second place number 12, in third place number 16, in fourth place 76, and in fifth place 183. 1:36.06 the winning time. So race 17 we've got on the start line, a chance to see in action once again Matt Van Roller, Will Penfold, Tom Costa, Paul Whitelam, Joe Mogg and Anthony Sales. As they get underway, Paul Whitelam has made a good start. Matt Van Roller is right there with him though as they go into that first bend. It all gets very, very tight and very close. Sort themselves out as they come out of that first bend. After that, he's going for second. He's trying to go the long way round, and those two outfits fly around the outside of Matt Van Roller on the inside. So Matt Van Roller has still got it, while we've got the battle going on for that second place. Crosser is in that fourth place because he had a win last time out. He'll be hoping to get much better points this time. But Paul Whitelam's got that second. Tom Marvell is the runner in third place at the moment. Entrance to the pit bend. You can see that Tom Crosser's holding tight coming out of the bend. They've got one more lap to go. Certainly Matt Van Roller looks very comfortable to get his first win of the afternoon. Tom Crosser has got into that third place, so he's improved his points so far. Single checker flag this time round. It's going to be first win of the afternoon for Matt Van Roller and Andy Wilson. Paul Whitelam and passenger for the afternoon, Richard Webb, finish in second and Tom Costa finishing in third. Race 17 then, leg 3 of the sidecars, heat 8 of the sidecar competition, a win for number 15. They're first of the afternoon, Matt Bumbola and Andy Wilson. In second place, number 92, Paul Raglan and Richard Webb. In third place, number 29, Tom Costa and Wayne Rickards. In fourth place, number 33, that's Tom Marvel and Lewis Davis. In fifth place, number 778, Anthony Sales and Stephen Russell. 137.68 was the winning time, 137.68 you should have had for 17, 15, 92, 29, 33, 778 and a winning time of 137.68. So race 18 and a chance perhaps for Kieran Hicks or Gareth Winterburn to score well in this one, not ignoring Rob Wilson and stand-in passenger Robbie Simmons. So the tapes go up and we get underway. Oh, Rob Wilson, I can see it in that third place. Kieran Hicks has slotted into second spot. But it's Trevor Heath that made the best of the start. Second. But it's still the lead with Trevor Heath and Sam Heath. As they go wide coming out of that bottom bend, they made a terrific start. Gareth Winterburn is in that second spot and looks to be wanting to get maximum points as he closes right up on Trevor Heath to come out of the bend. Looking for a tight line on the exit of the bend because he knows that Trevor goes wide and Gareth hits a lump. Sorts it out. Rob Wilson watching what's going on in front of him. You can see that Gareth is pushing hard for that lead. He'll be hoping that both of them might make a mistake. Rob Wilson can only watch what's going on in front of him. He'll try and close up and get that second place if he can't get the win. Kieran Hicks it is that's in fourth place at the moment. That battle really is still going on for second, third and fourth. On the inside, but the cut back as Trevor Heath goes wide, it's going to be close to the line, and Rob Wilson makes it. A terrific ride once again from the experienced Rob Wilson, but I shouldn't ignore that Gareth Winterburn has again taken a win, and he's certainly right up there amongst the point scores. A terrific heat to end the third qualifying legs for the sidecars. They've just got one more opportunity to try and get some points on the board. But maximum points in race 18 go to number 49, Gareth Winterburn and Liam Brown. In second place, number 24, Rob Wilson and Robbie Simmons. In third place, number 191, Trevor Heath and Sam Heath. In fourth place, number 78, Kieran Hicks and Kieran Ivey. In fifth place, number 10, Clint Blundell and Jordan Smith, and in sixth place, number 13, Joe Sturridge and Sean Hoskins. 137.88 the winning time. You should have had for 18, 49, 24, 191, 78, 10, 13, 137.88. That concludes the third leg rides as we go over the page, not ignoring all of the sponsors that have helped put this event on. All the adverts are in the programme. If you get a chance to use any of these companies, don't be shy and mention that you saw it at the Grasstrack. As I hand you over for the fourth leg of the solos to Tony.
Thank you, Jim. Fascinating sidecar competition we've got here. Like great racing all round. It's a typical Astra event. Very, very good sport. So then, looking at race 19, we've got Chris Harris down on 21 points. I think that's purely unofficial. We'll have the full point score later on, and it looks like it's going straight. So we can see Daniel Winston in third. Is he going to move into second spot? Yes, he does. And it's Tony Aitken in third place. The battle for second place is on. Tony Aitken tries to ride down the outside of Daniel Winterton, and he's not quite going to make it. So, Ashman, looking back another 9 points. That's the series on that far then, doesn't it? Trying to live it down, that's how I mean the last time. So here we go. Daniel Winterton still in second, Tony Aitken in third, and it's at 17 and 26. Gareth Hickmott and Luke Harris having a battle of their lives for that fourth place. So, good stuff there for Chris Harris. Looking to long and solid 9 points for a win here. And remember, this is the last chance to get qualifying points inside of the semi-finals, and then the semi-finals themselves will determine overall the top point scorers. So Chris Harris on his way, Daniel Winston in second, and they are untroubled it seems. Third across the line, so victory then for Chris Harris. Daniel Winston second, Tony Aitken third, in fourth place number 70 Gareth Hickmott, and just behind him number 26 Harris, and that looked for Aaron Butcher behind him. So official results in a moment or two. The official results then of race 19 in your programme. A win for number 37, Chris Harris. Second place, number 12, Daniel Winterton. In third place, number 10, Tony Aitken. In fourth place, number 17, Gareth Hickmott. In fifth place, number 26, Luke Harris. In sixth place, number 20, Aaron Butcher. In seventh place, number 41, Stuart Mears. And in eighth place, number 45, James Peters. And the winner's time, 1 minute, 22.41. The numbers again for your programme. 37, 12, 10, 17, 26, 20, 41 and 45. So, this is yet another fascinating contest with race 20 because Charlie Powell has 20 points. James Shane has 21 in my purely unofficial calculations, and Zach Rutschneck has 27. So, 3 leading contenders for championship all together in this one race. And, they broke. They're heading around the board. Oh, a little bit of a moment there. Who's going to get the lead here? Torrin Zach, who's there, and James Shane's in behind him, and just in behind him was once again, and yes, Zach, 1.5 minutes he's having, and James Shane on his tail. Third number 72, and that's Jake Mulford. For number 24, and Zach has gone down. And I think, we haven't seen a red flag yet, but he's in the middle of the track. We have a red flag. So we'll have the official results in a moment or two. The last lap flag was displayed. So if 3/4 race distance has been completed, then we can declare a result. So 109, Zach Wojciech excluded from the results of this race. He didn't complete the three-quarter race distance, but a decision can be given because the rest of the riders completed three-quarters race distance. So, in first place, number 93, James Shane. In second place, number 72, Jake Mulford. In third place, number 92, Charlie Powell. In fourth place, number 14, Roddy McDonald. In fifth place, number 19, David Mears. And in sixth place, number 5 of our reserves, whose name eludes me at the moment, and I do... Say again? David Collinsby. I do apologise, sir, but we have you now correctly. Collinsby, thank you. No race time, of course, because only three-quarters of the race distance. The numbers again, 93, 72, 92, 14, 19 and 5. Well, Zach still has 27 points and should, one would imagine, take him comfortably into the semi-final, but sad to see him take that tumble, but he's walking back. So race 21 on the line, a little bit of discussion about the ages of the people in the PA band, but let's not go into that. Here we go there, race 21. And Edward Kenny also showing promising with 15, I think. So, here we go. 69 it is, Charles Richwell, who was going so well early on, then got excluded. Obviously determined to make up. He had 16 points by shot flying through and then going a little bit too wide. So Charles Richwell and well, Mitch is certainly on a mission, isn't he? Look at him go through that bit. Well, he's lost that second, or has he? Charles Richardson is having a quiet time up front. He's going to the start of the second race. Mitch Johnson goes to the second. And 202 Alfie Bodell in third. But that could change any time. What a race these two are having. This is real Grasstrack racing. Charles Richardson coming down. Gets the checker flag, which he does. Now he's going to get second. Mitch all the way to take second. Alfie Bodell in third. In fourth place, number 11, Paul Cooper. Good to see that. Behind him, Edward Kenny. The official verdict then on race 21. In first place, number 69, Chad Versfeld. In second place, number 9, Mitchell Godden. In third place, number 202, Alfie Bodell. In fourth place, number 11, Paul Cooper. In fifth place, number 6, Edward Kennett. In sixth place, number 15, Martin Sturgeon. And in seventh place, number 7, which is our reserve coming in. And number 7, of course, is Nigel Coates. And in 8th place, number 83, Liam Ashcroft. Winner's time, 1 minute, 23.18. And just to run through those numbers again for you, for your programme, 69, 9, 202, 11, 6, 15, 7, and 83. And now we're back with the sidecars, and they're concluding part of the qualifying races 22, 23 and 24, and over to Jim.
Well, thanks Tony, and obviously as we come into these last qualifying rides, I'm sure the pit crews are doing their work and deciding what the guys have got to score to qualify. Remember, there'll only be 6 going, there'll be 12 going through the semi-finals, and then 6 into the final. At the moment, top of the tree, I'm sure everybody knows, is number 37, Mark Prosser and Gareth Williams. They're on 21 points at the moment, and we won't see them until race 24. But close to them, number 49, Gareth Winterburn and Liam Brown. They're on 19 points overall at the moment. They're going race 23. So we're looking really at the top point scorers that we see in this one. Number 24 is Rob Wilson on 17 points. He's also in race 23. Number 92, Paul Whitelam. And looking for him, he goes in that 23. So a lot of the top point scorers all going in that race 23. And I'm looking for number 12, Neil Owen. He goes in 24. He's up against Mark Cossa, the top point scorer. And number 15, Matt from Mower, he also goes in that 23. So Tom Cossa has got a chance now, sitting on 14 points. In race 22, I would estimate that he knows now coming into this race that a good score here will get him into that semi-final for sure. As they get underway, who's made the best of the starts? They come down past me for the first time, and on the inside, oh, that looks like Kieran Hicks has gone round the long way round to get himself to the front. Into that second spot, so determined to get good points in this one and make sure that he's in those semi-finals. All sorts of fighting with the machinery in that bottom bend. But it is Kieran Hicks that's setting the pace. He's got quicker as the afternoon's gone on. Points at the moment, so he knows a good score here will definitely get him into that semi-final, and who knows what can happen from there on in. Tom Cossa still sitting there in a second, but he's certainly got closer as they go into the latter stages of this one. When he comes off that top bend, you can see the Kieran's down quite wide on that top bend. Tom Cossa is quick on this bottom turn. He tries to look to see if he can get on the inside, but Kieran Ivey, I'm sure, Kieran Hicks and Kieran Ivey are sure they know that he's there. They're not going to hear the machinery now, and again comes over that inside line. The power coming off that hill and into this bottom turn. He's gone wide, he's gone very wide, but he just about hangs on. So Kieran Hicks and Kieran Ivey take the maximum points. And we will look to see, after all of these concluding fourth leg rides, who it is that goes in the semis. So they know that this is the last chance to score points before they go into the semi-final. This is race 22, and the official result reads as a win for outfit number 78, Kieran Hicks and Kieran Ivey. But they certainly had to work for it. There's number 29, Tom Cossa, and Wayne Rickards, finishing in second place. Number 13 in third, that's Joe Stowage and Sean Hoskins. And fourth place goes to number 76. And that, of course, is the reserve coming in, Simon Beanie and Nicky Owen. No other finishes there. The winning time was 1:38.16. 1:38.16. You should have had 78, 29, 13, 76, 1:38.16. So we get underway with the interesting race 23, because we've got a lot of the top point scorers going out together here, and Gareth Winterburn has made the best of it as they go into that first turn. Paul Whiteman's made another good start though, and he was quick going into that bottom turn. Got changes going on in that third, fourth and fifth place as they come round this pit bend for the first time, and up past me it is Gareth Winterburn that leads, from Paul Whiteman in second. Simon Hill it is that's holding that third. Rob Wilson it was that was working the long way round. He's got himself in the third place, comes out of the dust on this bottom turn. Well, I say he's got into third, but he's still not quite there. He's had to stay out wide, which means that Simon Hill is able to get a quick the gap will close up on that first place, because Paul Whitelam has certainly got a lot closer. Waiting to see if Rob Wilson has won that battle for third place, but again they're together going across the line. And that really is a good scrap for third place. We'll try and close up and slow down quickly going into this pit bend to keep the door shut. But while all that's going on, we've got a win yet again for Gareth Winterburn. Paul Whitelam gets second place, Rob Wilson in third, and a terrific ride from Simon Hill finishing in fourth. Well, I suspected on paper it was going to be an interesting race 23, and it turned out to be, but a terrific win once again for outfit number 49, Gareth Winterburn and Liam Brown. In second place, number 92, Paul Whitelam and Richard Webb. In third place, number 24, Rob Wilson and Robbie Simmons. In fourth place, number 16, Simon Hill and Tom Smith. And in fifth place, number 15, Matt Fumbola and Andy Wilson. 137.25 as we've got one more qualifying heat to get through. That is race 24 in your programme. And we see once again Mark Cosser and Gareth Williams. Can they go through the qualifying with maximum points in every ride? They won 3 so far. This one to go. Can anybody else stop them? No, you might remember that Trevor Heath had a terrific start in his last ride. Wonder if he can replicate that and get his nose in front. They're anxiously looking at that start line. The starters move away, watch the tapes go up, they get underway, and as they come past me for the first time, who's made the best of that start? Well, it is Mark Cosser that's made the best of it, but once again, number 191, Trevor Heath, has made a terrific start. He's got himself up in the second place going down that first bend. Mark Cosser just about had the edge on him, and he's now got himself a reasonably comfortable lead as he comes round off that pit bend. The dust starts to fly. It's getting difficult if you drift out wide on that bottom bend. But this is a very determined Mark Cosser and Gareth Williams. Certainly going to have a go at getting that third place. That's where the battle is at the moment for third and fourth. As Mark Cosser comfortably leads from Trevor Heath in second. Neil Owen has got through on the inside. And as those two outfits together go into that top bend, very quickly closed up on second as well. He's got one more lap to go. I wonder if he can do it. Well, he's come round on the inside of very inside line once again, and he has done it. Neil Owen has got himself up in the second place. That's going to be good points once again for that. We see Mark Cosser coming round towards this checkered flag. That's going to be 4 hits, 4 wins for Mark Cosser and Gareth Williams. Terrific ride from Neil Owen and Jason Farwell. So in the last of the qualifying heats, we see the end of the qualification. The next time you'll see any of the competitors out will be in the semi-final stage. The official result of 24 reads as a win. It's 4th of the afternoon for number 37, Mark Cosser and Gareth Williams. In second place, a hard-fought Neil Owen, number 12, and Jason Farwell get that second spot. In third place, the terrific starters this afternoon, number 191, Trevor Heath and Sam Heath. In fourth place, number 10, Clint Blundell and Jordan Smith. In fifth place, number 778, Anthony Sales and Stephen Russell.
So competitors being put into line according to their points positions. So race 25 is on the line and it's away. Pitch out, it's second or third, but they're coming towards us. And it's James Shane who's gated superbly there. And looking at the battle to the minor places, because this matters. They need the points of themselves to the final. Well, Tony Atkin had a flyer, and he's holding on to it. And in third place, Mitch Garton is working away, trying to go up to that second spot. Somebody in So, here we go then. Number 93 it is, James Shames. Number 10, Tony Atkin. Number 9, Mitch Garton. 202, Alfie is in there. So all these guys remember and now they're on the those points. Oh, here comes the checker flag. Victory then for James Shanes, another 9 points. Second, Tony Atkin. Third, Mitch Godden. Fourth, Alfie, and just tucked in behind Dan Winterton. So the official results then of race 25, the first solo semi-final. And we have in first place, of course, number 93, James Shanes. In second place, number 10, Tony Atkin. In third place, number 9, Mitch Godden. In fourth place, number 202, Alfie Barrett. And in fifth place, number 12, Daniel Winterton. In sixth place, number 15, Martin Sturgeon. In seventh place, number 41, Stuart Mears. And the time was 1 minute 19.53. So let's run through those numbers again. 93, 10, 9, 202, 12, 15, 41, and again the race time 1 minute 19.53. There we go, this is race 26. That was just had a tumble last time, and there's somebody in trouble and pulled off to the side. So it will be a restart. I understand it was an unsatisfactory start, so the clerk of the course has called them all back. One or two riders taking a little look at the start to the ground, just following the start line, having seen that remarkable amount of grip. And then they will come back into line and we'll get underway. Here we go then, race 26 gets underway once again. The shot from time. That should be an interesting move. Here we go then, and it's Zach out in front. So, after that tumble, then Zach Watkins back up to the second place is Chris Harris in second, chasing after Zach Watkins. So we have a race on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, and Chris Harris hits the front. Yeah, but Zach is not going to let him go away. Race challenge on the far bench. And he wins this one, and Zach in second place. And then we've got a Roddy McDonald coming across the line of the last few there. Oh dear. And Charlie Powell sadly has to push across the line, counts as a finisher, but clearly not. Things haven't gone the way he hoped they would. The official results of race 26, the second of the solo semi-finals. In first place, number 37, Chris Harris. In second place, number 109, Zach Wachinek. In third place, number 69, Chad Grasstrack. In fourth place, number 14, Rodney McDowell. In fifth place, number 17, Gareth Hickmar. In sixth place, number 19, Dave Mears. And in seventh place, number 92, Charlie Powell, who we saw push across the line. And the time was 1 minute 17.62. Not quite the quickest of the day. 1 minute 17.62. The numbers again for your programme: 37, 109, 69, 14, 17, 19 and 92. 1 minute 17.62. And across to GM for us, two very exciting side-by semi-finals.
Thanks, Tony. Indeed, I couldn't agree with you more. We've got a very as they quickly get underway with this first semi-final. Mark Crosser is the one we're looking for. He's on maximum points at the moment. He goes into that first turn with Neil Owen on the inside. Neil Owen is now putting chase. But as they look into this bottom corner, I can see it's Rob Wilson is trying to go around the outside of Neil Owen. And they all come up past me. Rob Wilson it is, has started into third place. And Neil Owen has now got two outfits after him. And he's absolutely dominating it. He wants that British Masters title once again. Neil Owen and Jason Farwell, when I spoke to them this morning, they were determined to get into the final, and if they hold this position as they are in at the moment, they will definitely do that. Into this big bend. Remember that Rob Wilson is on 21 points at the moment, so he could do with the extra points. He tries that tight line coming out of that bottom bend, and you see he's taken a wide line on the top bend. Neil Owen is up to attempt to try and hold it tight on this fifth bend. If Neil Owen drops out wide, Rob Wilson will go for the inside line. It's exactly what he's done, and it's very close on the line. Who on earth got that? I'll leave to our lap scorer who's sitting dead in line with the finishing line. But they were almost together, in my opinion. So, a terrific finish. Well, I don't think you disagree with me that that was a fabulous first semi-final on a very convincing win for outfit number 37, Mark Crosser, and obviously his passenger, Gareth Williams. Terrific scrap for that second place, and I can tell you the official result is outfit number 12. Neil Owen and Jason Farwell hold on to that second place and get that valuable 5 points. it is number 24, Rob Wilson, and passenger. And in fourth place, number 15, that is Matt Crumbola and Andy Wilson. Fifth place, 778, has no sixth finisher, a winning time was 1:33.12. You should have had for race 27, 37, 12, 24, 15, 778, and a winning time of 1:33.12. Come to the line for the second semi-final. Just wonder how many of the pit crew are actually doing all the points adding up, and they know that their life is going for this one. Race 28. As they get underway and come passing for the first time, it's Paul Ryland has made another good start. He's got Gareth Winterborn with him as they go into that first turn, and Gareth just closes the door quickly on that top end. The three of them together as they go into that fifth end, they sort themselves out, and Gareth Winterburn looks to have the best of it. He leads. Ron Paul Ryland in second, from Tom Crosser in third. Tom Crosser going very, very quickly. He's got a very right line on that top end. The hard way. He went wide on this straight, went right the way around the long way around that top corner, and he's got himself in second. But while all that's going on, you've got number 49, Gareth Winterburn and Liam Brown, making sure that this is enjoy the racing that's going on as Gareth Winterburn looks to try and find some even quicker lines around this circuit. He does go into that top end a little bit wider than some of the others. And Gareth Winterburn takes it. Tom Crosser in second, Paul Whitelam in third. And Kieran Hicks it is finishing in fourth. Second semi-final, and a result reads as a win for outfit number 49. 26 points before they came into that semi. They had a big 7 points to it. That, of course, is Gareth Winterburn and Liam Brown. In second place to them, outfit number 29. That is, of course, Tom Crosser and Wayne Rickards. In third place, number 92, Paul Whitelam and passenger Richard Webb. In fourth place, number 78, Kieran Hicks and Kieran Ivey. In fifth place, number 10, Clint Blendell and Jordan Smith. And in fifth place, number 16, Matt Crumbola and Andy Wilson. No, it's not, it's Simon Hill and Tom Smith. The winning time was 1:35.31, 1:35.31. So you should have had 49, 29, 92, 78, 10 and 16, 1:35.31. So I'm sure there's going to be a little bit more track preparation being done as we quickly try and collate who it is that goes into the big finals to define who's going to be Masters Champion for 2021.
So the runners again: James Shank, Chris Harris, Zach Wetterneck, Mitch Gott, Chris Feldheld, Albert Botel, Tony Atkin and Charlie Powell. The points don't count any longer. This is one straight race to determine the 2021 British Masters solo winner. underway to find that Masters champion. Somebody had a Chris is powering away. Chris Harris in front. Zach second and goes by. Zach goes by. In third place, number 92, Charlie Powell. But look at this battle up front. Zach is well away, but Chris Harris is after him. Here goes. This is remaining second. The pressure is on. Now up into third place comes James Shanes. Charlie Powell now fourth. So Chris Harris then with James Shane in second place. To Charlie Powell in third, and in fourth place it's Mitch Gone. So down the back straight, starting for Zach at the end of the hard day's racing. For the first time, Chris Harris is going to get the lead all the way to third. So we're going to last the day. Chris Harris wins. James Shane is second, and Charlie Powell and Mitch Gone. I'm going to leave that to someone else and followed in turn by Tony Aiken. I'm leaving that to the lap scorers. There we go, Devonshire. Chris Harris has done it at last. He's won the British Masters. Second place, James Shanes. And Mitch is third. He'll be on the podium. What a finish, crossing the line like that. Quite amazing. The official results then of race 29 in your programme. In first place, number 37, Chris Harris. In second place, number 93, James Shanes. In third place, by the tightest of margins, number 9, Mitch Gone. In the fourth place, number 92, Charlie Powell. In the fifth place, number 10, Tony Atkin. In the sixth place, number 202, Alfie Motel. And in seventh place, number 69, Chad Spelsfeld. And the winner's time, 1 minute 18.22. 1 minute 18.22. Those numbers again: 37, 93, 9, 92, 10, 202, and 69. Right, correction, or addition rather, to the results of race 29. In 8th place, number 109, Zach Wojciech. So you have completed 3/4 of the race and crossed a checkered flag. So at 109 in 8th place, so we read 37, 93, 9, 92, 10, 202, 69 and 109, 118.22.
Well, I think you'll agree that was a terrific Masters final. We know that since they changed the format of ignoring the points carrying through to the final, that it's a straight race, which is what Grasstrack is all about, and a fantastic ride from Chris Harris. I must admit, watching him in the British final a few weeks ago on Sky, I was thinking, great to see Chris Harris and Scott Nichols both putting up a great competition in the British Masters on the Speedway. But we've always known Chris as a Grasstrack racer, and it's terrific that he's now got his name in the history books. So, we turn our attention to the sidecars. Who's going to put their name in the history books for the sidecar champion? Number 37, Mark Cossa and Doug Williams. They, of course, have been unbeaten so far this afternoon. Mark Cossa with different passengers has won it 5 times, can you believe? 2009, 2010, 2012, 2013, 2017, and he is always good there and thereabouts. So can he make it 6? This is 2021, of course no result in 2020, and defending champion by default in 2019. He's won it twice, Gareth Winterburn and Liam Brown. Can he make it a third win? They're up against some strong competition because we know that Paul Whiteland has been making some terrific starts. Can he keep it going just this once for the final? Rob Wilson, the old campaigner, dare I say it, Rob Wilson, popular with a lot of fans down in this part of the world. We know that he'll give it 100%. And Neil Owen and Jason Farwell. Well, they said to me this morning they want to make the final if they can. They've made the final. They've been making terrific starts. Different style of engine to everybody else, but they're making that power work. I wonder if this is going to be their year. And number 29, well, I've always said it, could somebody win the qualifier and then win the Masters? The qualifier was a tough meeting in its own, and Tom done extremely well to win that. So we watched that start line closely. We're going to take the 2021 Masters as they get underway. This is a straight race, and at the moment you've got all sorts of problems. The Gareth Winterburn who's just got his nose in front of Mark Cotter. So those two together as they go around that top turn, and Gareth Winterburn has got those down by Mark Cotter. Taking up all right though, but all eyes I'm sure on those front two of Mark Cotter's going to work hard on this one. Gareth Winterburn looks over his shoulder, he knows that Mark is there with him. He knows he's going to attack him, he knows he wants the Masters title, and he needs to come round off that first turn. Jason Farwell has lost who says that Neil Owen has lost Jason on that far side. We hope that he can get off the track, and Jason quickly is up because we've still got this scrap going on for the front two, and we've got a red flag. Unfortunately, Jason on the far side is laid out on the green grass. He looks to be okay from where I can see, but great day. Neil straight away stopping to make sure that his passenger is okay. And obviously in the interest of safety, wow. Gareth must have thought that was his best chance. They will make their way back to the pits. I'm sure they will top up the fuel. I'm sure they will double check the bike to make sure tyre pressures are 100% and everything is okay. So can anybody beat Mark Cotter off the line again? For you, and riders, if you are in the top three, if you can make your way down here to the presentation platform which is behind us. And one message I was given earlier, that if you're not local to here, if you are planning your home journey to go up the A2, we're told that the A2 London bound is closed this weekend. So rather than go all the way up the A2 to Canterbury and then be turned round and diverted across country, the easiest way out of here is to go M20. Obviously coming up from the youth as well, it's been a bit, yeah, I've always crashed in these meetings, so it's always been a bit of a drama, but we kept the head today and just rode it sensible.
And of course, it seems only yesterday that you were asked for a meeting to win the British Under-21 Championship. Different track, of course.
Yeah, it was. I was only watching that the other week, actually, and sort of trying to get the understanding how to ride Grasstrack, really. Because in the previous years, I've ridden it like speedway, really coming on full gas and that way. I've learned you can't really do that when it kicks off like this. And yeah, no, the boys worked well today. Thanks to Sean for sorting the bikes out and all the boys. And yeah, it's been emotional.
So the athletes come to the line once again for the big final of 1000cc sidecars to find out who's going to be the 2021 ACU British Masters champion. Who of course will not have number 12 Neil Owen, the chasing car there, unfortunately. So it will be 5 outfits only who will go. It's interesting that straight away, and we're underway. Mark Crosser is up in front, but Gareth Winterburn is right there with him. So this time, it's Gareth Winterburn that's got to do the chasing. He's got close as he goes into that first turn, but Mark is going to up in the third place, and he's getting close to the back wheel of Gareth Winterburn. But Mark Crosser looks to be very much in control. That was the start that he wanted. Was Gareth Winterburn is working hard in that second place. Rob Wilson is trying to get through into that third place. He's right up to the back wheel of Tom Crosser, hoping that he'll drift right on the exit of the bend. He can sneak through on the inside of him. But Mark Crosser has got away. Will make it number 6 this afternoon. As we see the last lap flag being prepared, Mark Crosser looks over his shoulder. He knows this is number 6. If he can keep it going, Gareth Winterburn has tried everything he could. He must have been absolutely disappointed when that race was stopped. But Rob Wilson, all of a sudden, Gareth Winterburn has closed right up on Mark Crosser. Mark Crosser taking it steady on the last bend. He knows he's coming to the line. He takes it. Gareth Winterburn in second. Tom Crosser in third, and Rob Wilson just across the line in fourth. You'll agree that was a tremendous performance from Mark Crosser and passenger Gareth Williams. Unbeaten all afternoon. They had a real scare in that first run of the final, but they've made it theirs, and they've made it number 6. So, race 30 in your programme, the last race of the day, 1000cc sidecar final. We now know who is the 2021 British Masters champions. It's out for number 37, Mark Crosser and Gareth Williams. In second place, number 49, Gareth Winterburn and passenger Liam Brown. In third place, number 29, that is Tom Crosser and Wayne Rickards. In fourth place, number 24, Rob Wilson and Robbie Simmons. In fifth place, number 92, that's Paul Whiteland and Richard Webb. The winning time was 1:33.31. 1:33.31. For those of you that keep your programs 100%, you should have 37, 49, 29, 24, 92, 1:33.31. As I mentioned a moment ago, if you're hanging on to congratulate the 1, 2, 3 of both solo and sidecar for the presentation, we will be having the presentation on the Arctic that is behind us here on the finishing line. So as soon as we can get that sorted, riders, if you are in that top 3, which is Chris Harris, James Shanes and Mitch Godden, Mark Crosser, Gareth Williams, Gareth Winterburn, Liam Brown, Tom Crosser and Wayne Rickards, you could all make your way down here, as well as we could desperately do with joining us as quickly as possible, Bradley and Joe Kite, Steve Jewison and George the Marshal.
We're looking now for the top 3 solos, and looking desperately around me, can't see a soul, but we're looking of course for Mitch Godden, James Shanes and Chris Harris, and Mitch we'd like to talk to first, and Bradley and Joe Kite are going to present the laurels and the trophies, so there's a great silence, which presumably means that Mitch hasn't got here yet.
Charlie Fowles got
He was hiding. He was just going to make an entry. That's what it was.
He's probably waxing the goatee.
Make sure it's still there when you leave. Ladies and gentlemen, third place in the Masters, Mitch Gordon. We're on now. Right, try again. Oh, there go the sweets. Mitch, what a day.
I only came here for shits and giggles.
Well, you must have got both of those.
Yeah, I've had so many Masters. I know you talk about Daniel and he's done 20. I must have done nearly 30, I reckon. And, you know, I suppose we didn't have enough meetings on the sidecar this year. That's where my heart really is. And we wanted to do some meetings just for sort of fitness and just stay on it. I had grading points from the 19 poacher. You know, gone to the qualifier officially. No wild cards. Qualified and we had an amazing day. I can't really believe it. You know, if there was one for my dad, this one really is.
I think he's up there watching, that's for sure. What about that finish? How close was that?
I was kind of quite happy with like fifth. I was like, you know what, this is all right. And then I saw one go down. I didn't really know who it was, but then I thought, hang on, there's a podium on this. And I chased Charlie and I chased him. And I went in that last corner so hard, and yeah, just kind of got around him. And you know, I love Charlie to bits. And yeah, really sorry, Charlie.
He's decided he's not going to protest now.
No, it was pretty close, but I mean, the finish line was quite a long way up the straight. You know, and I had my wheels in line and I was going for it, you know.
Well done, Mitch. A great day's racing. Heartiest congratulations. Third place, Mitch Gordon. So in second place, it's James Shanes. James, right here he comes.
I'm honoured to be on the podium with James and Chris. It's a real honour for me. It's honestly, these guys are so good and I'm honoured.
Not enough. Great trophy. Hard day's racing, James.
Yeah, it was a hard day's racing. It always is when you come to the Masters. So, yeah, it's been a tough year. It's his first year back after big injury, so I'm happy to be stood up here. And you know, much I hate paying to say it, Bond rode really well. I'm not going to hear the end of it now. You know, every meeting for the end of the season is going to be in the changing rooms, but he was on it, so full respect to him. And to have the old granddad up here is hell of an achievement as well, really. So yeah.
Did that youngster sleep through it all? That's what I want to know.
I don't actually know. I haven't been home much, so it's been difficult. But yeah, so I think she may have just woke up for the final to watch it, so it's good for that.
That probably made the difference, I should think. James, a little bit disappointed with the long track. Let's hope things get sorted out for next year.
Yeah, the long track series is turned into something that, you know, it's not really what it should be. So, you know, we'll wait and see what happens. We'll hopefully go to the challenge and see what next year brings. But next year's going to complete a different outlook on everything. So we're just going to go back and hopefully annoy Mitch a little bit more.
Sure, it's good to see you back fit and well, James. Ladies and gentlemen, James Shane, second place for the British Masters. Well, the next guy has been to just a few Masters. Somehow things never quite worked out for him. These guys got in his way, I think. But it worked out for him today. The winner of the British Masters, Chris Harris. Come a bit nearer, you blighter. Oh, there's the main trophy. Chris, I don't know whether you can bend down or I have to lean up. I'm not quite sure how we do this. So, we're going to do it. Great day's racing. A hard day's racing, as anybody who's watching could tell.
Yeah, it's always hard just against these boys, but no, we just kept plodding on, and yeah, just didn't over-try previous years. I've over-tried, and to be fair, Richie old message says, see what I can do when he's not here. So we normally end up tangling with each other. So, but no, it was a good day for a change.
It was certainly an exciting meeting to follow, and you had your ups and downs. That corner caught you out a couple of times.
Yeah, and Mitch was happy because he gained a point from it. But yeah, no, it was no. Finally had a bit of luck going my way. Obviously, he was chasing Zach down, and he missed exactly what I did and hit my heat, so it made it a bit easier then. But you know, it's a tough track today, and you have to just use a little brain that I've got.
Well, that's what it looked like. You had to use a little bit of intelligence. Super to see you have the success at the Masters at long last. Best wishes for next year in the long track, and indeed for your track racing generally. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Harris. I wonder whether that would be nice for you to stay up and do that together at the end. Jim, what do you think about trying to get everybody to stay up, and then they could have a group photograph with the sidecars as well? So if you could stay, guys, please. Chris, can you help me take a picture at the end with all the Masters winners today? So I'll pass you over to the font of all knowledge on things Grasstrack and sidecars, Mr. Jim Head.
Thank you, Tony. And I must admit, fabulous to work with Tony again, because when I was on my junior years of trying to do this commentating and not getting it right, he was always there doing Mr. Smooth and Mr. Doing It Right and all the rest of it. And as you heard from both Tony and Dave today, they're complimenting me, saying that I'm doing it okay, so who knows, I might carry on for a few more years. Right, today, the British Masters 2021. The sidecar competition is always tough. And you know you've got a hard day's racing, you've got some top riders to try and beat. But I think these guys have done fantastic to finish third on the rostrum. They won the qualifier to get themselves here today. It is, of course, in third place this afternoon for Tom Cosser and Wayne Rickards. Well, we got one of them. Oh, here's the other one.
Came from behind the van.
Well, you had the trophies awarded, but I'm going to try and get a few words, because Tom, we can see that you're hobbling a bit. You've done that racing today.
Yeah, we just struggled all day getting out that gate. We had fundamental, race pace. We knew that. We had some quick lap times. I think we were second behind Mark all day, but just getting out that gate. So we were fighting all day. You can see by our results, we were fourth, first, second, third. But to come out and get a third, it's just relief, to be honest with you.
Yeah, absolutely. A brilliant relief, and indeed, good to be third, Wayne.
Yeah, definitely, mate, definitely. Big achievement.
Very big achievement, and I would say well done once again to third place finishers Tom Cosser and Wayne Rickards. Well, I think when I call up second place finishers, you're probably going to see Mr. Disappointment this afternoon, because obviously the race got stopped when he had a chance of winning it. But they've ended up on the rostrum. They will go into the history books as second for 2021, Gareth Winterburn and Liam Brown. He's that disappointed he's gone home already. No, here they come.
Done dusted.
Right, I will get a word, Gareth, because I mentioned that you were obviously disappointed having to restart once again when you actually had the lead.
Oh yeah, it were one of them though. Got to race everyone in the end. Is what it is.
He's very, very shy, isn't he? He's saying that it is what it is. Well, that's a hard racetrack. You've had some hard races this afternoon. You must have thought at one time you could do it.
Yeah, we've struggled a bit, but I think everyone has. It has been hard to ride, but we all had the same track to ride. We all had the same bits to do, but it was just. I did speak to Mark earlier and said it's going to be after the gate, innit? And that's what it was. I were hoping for a 6-lap final though, because I were alright. But no, it were alright. We're good. We didn't do so bad.
Oh, absolutely excellent. Liam, I'll bring you in because you've had many trophies in the past, but some good racing this afternoon.
Yeah, some good racing. Obviously, a bit upset about the final. I think, yeah, we were unlucky really. I think Mark knows we were a bit lucky for a rerun. But like Gaz said, that's how it goes.
Well, that's as I say, that is racing, but of course you will go in the history books as second for 2021, Gareth Winterburn and Liam Brown. So it means the title of Masters 2021 for the 6th time will go to our winners this afternoon, Mark Cosser and Gareth Williams. Well, hopefully you're going to come down to me, because I want a quick word, Mark, because obviously I've said it 2 or 3 times now. 6th title, you must be well pleased.
Yeah, it's probably the best one I've won because, as everybody probably knows, we lost my dad this year, and coming into the season was hard for us both. And to get the results we've got with both of us on the podium, Tom winning the qualifier, and now another Masters, we've done it for him.
Absolutely fantastic, Mark. And I think you can see what it means to the Grasstrack crowd as well. You're right, that we've probably lost far too many people over the last year or so. And before I get to speak to you, Gareth, there is another award which I'd like to bring up. A very strong competitor, Mr. Steve Jewison, if you could join us. And whilst I'm not the best at speaking about people that we've lost, we know that, you know, as Marcus just mentioned, we lost his father, who put a lot into the sport. And the gentleman that's joined me now, he was an excellent sidecar driver, and I think you'll remember the years that Steve Jewison was winning things. Well, of course, we sadly lost your passenger for a very long, Dave, this year.
We did, and very sad and unexpected, really. But life has to go on, of course. But Dean and Vanessa, Dave's children, have produced a wonderful memory for Dave for now and for the following years. And we're over the moon to be able to present it to the winning passenger.
Well, that's fantastic, Steve. So if you can make your way over there and get that award. And of course this year, that award and the name in history will go on to that shield for, of course, Gareth Williams. Brilliant. Well, while Steve continues to give out the awards, I've got one more award to be given while we've got all the riders up here. Is George, I believe you've got an award for Rob Wilson if he's here. Yeah? And I think to highly embarrass this man, I'm going to ask him that somebody has told me the reason why this award is being given, but it's because this is your final season.
Yeah, that's me done, to be fair. I've got Terry riding the bike next year. Unfortunately, he's injured now, so next year he'll start off April. I'm still going to come. I'm going to do all the bits. Just want the boy to ride it. I've had him on the back of me now for 14 years, and he's done me proud, so yeah, it's time to let him have a drive, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And what we did notice through the terrific work that Gareth in particular has been doing with his colleagues at Grasstrack Banter, kept us informed that Terry had a little win, didn't he?
Yeah, he rode a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, he done us proper proud. He won, and yeah, I loved it. I really enjoyed it. So I just want to try and keep the bike reliable so he can have a few races and enjoy himself, really.
Well, absolutely. But you've still had some good races again today.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately for Alan's come out of retirement and helped me, and unfortunately he's got hopefully not too much of an injury, and then young Robbie Simmons, who's took the handlebars, he rode on the back of me today, so yeah, and I've known Miles for years, so yeah, all good really.
All good, definitely. There were some great races out there today. Sorry to say that I can let everybody know that this is it for Rob Wilson, but I know you are true to your word. You will be about the sport for a long while, and let's hope Terry emulates anything that you've done in the past.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. I mean, he's a great guy. Like you said, we win, lose, have a blow up. He's still got this big old grin on his face, so that's the good bit.
Absolutely. So, George, if you could present the award to Rob. And I think we've still got a few more trophies up here to be able to be given out. There are always a lot of thank yous to be said to the sponsors that put on these events, that back everybody behind the scenes. And one man that used to race sidecars himself always comes up trumps with rewarding those that do well. And for the Kevin Parmiter Memorial, Gary Parmiter has presented cups, which I believe, Kirby, you're going to present to the winners, Mark and Gareth. So there's cups, champagne, and the bibs as well, the riding bibs that have got a tribute to Kevin on them. That's it, bottles as well, and cups. You need to build a bigger trophy cabinet, Mark. Hey? No. Well, there you go. She's trying to give the awards to the wrong person. This is the person that handles all the entries. You know. Right, I think everybody's got the trophies that they've won, been awarded. So if I could ask you all, the three boys over there in deep in conversation, if you could join us again in the centre, and we can get the last of the photographs done. Our champions for this year in the solo competition, Mitch Godden, James Shanes, and of course our champion Chris Harris. In the sidecars, Tom Wayne Rickards, Gareth Winterburn and Liam Brown, and of course our champions once again, Mark Cosser and Gareth Williams. Well, there we go. That's going to be the best photograph of all. James is wondering how long he's got to sit in that position. Brilliant. It only remains for me to say thank you all very much for your support this afternoon. I hope you've enjoyed the British Masters 2021 presented by the Astra Club. A fantastic race meeting and some very well-deserved champions as well. I hope that we're going to see you at a grass track soon. My thanks to all the organisers behind the scenes. There is a lot goes on to be able to put on these events. My thanks to Tony, accepting the challenge of coming out of retirement, and I think you'll agree he's done a fantastic job as he always used to. So all of you, have a very safe journey home. As I say, I hope you've enjoyed your racing this afternoon. I hope we're going to see you sometime soon. And riders, don't forget that you have prize money to collect from the caravan where we've been commentating from this afternoon. Thank you all. We'll see you at the grass track soon.